Hi, this is John Wentworth. Not all recruiting is equal. Some recruiting is done to your satisfaction, and some just totally misses the mark. The key to good recruiting is getting good hires, and the Wentworth Company delivers good hires. What is a good hire? Partly it's the outcome, long term, stable, and productive employees. Partly is how the getting of those fits into the organization. If any of the keys on your screen is broken, good hires will not happen. The first step toward good hires is good job design. We write requirements for you for every job. The requirements represent a success profile. Through interviews with you and others in your organization and through studying the job with our collective hundreds of years of experience, we build consensus with you on what a success profile is. First, we gather quantitative data about what makes someone good in your job. We can get this information from you or from external sources or through interviewing your current staff. Then we look to see which traits, experiences, or competencies successful employees in that job share. We recruit against that profile, rejecting candidates who do not look like your successful employees. We can also refine success profiles so they get better and better as we recruit. This costs you virtually nothing additional. This orderly screening also helps you make the case that your recruiting is legal. Here's a success profile for one technical sales job. Some of what the top performers are better at is counterintuitive. That's what was making this job so hard to fill before we became involved. The job design also needs to describe individuals who actually exist in the available labor market. Hiring managers need to have the labor market made vivid to them. If they're looking for an actuary who tells jokes, for instance, they're just out of luck. There aren't any. Wentworth brings the labor market to you. Green is what the hiring manager wants, red is less than what the hiring manager wants. The rows are requirements and the columns are candidates. You can see here that no candidate has all that the client wants. We can recruit for someone who doesn't exist and fail, or we can work with you to help you redesign the job so that it can be filled. Stepping back for a second, if you recruit well, there are only 4 reasons you can't fill a job. The first is organizational issues. Wentworth brings data forward since facts can neutralize many organizational problems. The second is that no one you want exists, what we just talked about. The third is this. You can find people who have what you want, but you cannot or don't want to pay what they cost. The data we bring to confront this issue are in a scattergram that plots capabilities, as articulated by your threshold requirements, versus the pay required to get them. Once again, these data allow you to make a sensible choice about what to do. It's not rocket science, but it's a lot easier to adjust what you plan on paying for a job if you know how much proficiency you can get for how much money. The fourth reason you can't fill a job is that the candidates you want, whom you can find, and whom you are willing to pay appropriately, do not want to work for you. The only way to solve this problem is to understand why. Wentworth can poll candidates as we recruit them, so the cost is minimal, as to what they want and why they do and do not want your job. The candidates shown in this slide, who were all qualified, did not want to move to a new city for our client's job. We learned why, allowing the VP of HR to craft a solution. Why does the right job profile matter? Because we can replicate your top performers and their top performance. By avoiding searches that cannot succeed, we save you time, money, and frustration. Plus, we can give you the information to make sensible adjustments so you can get the talent you want on the job. Wentworth has set the standard for reliable, fairly priced, and innovative recruiting for 30 years. We have heavily engineered the recruiting process to make it successful nearly every time. One result is that we cost half to a third of what other vendors charge, and we deliver better recruiting. We can also make human resources managers heroes when we run their recruiting functions. Thank you very much for taking time with us. We would be pleased and flattered to have the opportunity to serve you. This is John Wentworth. Goodbye for now.